I said, we did have a change in title for this particular session, which is the making best match work for you. So if you're here for the top rated seller session, I'm afraid you're disappointed, but I think it's even better. The reason why we changed it was that a lot of people were asking, how does best match work? So, and also we said a change in speaker because we now actually have Susie Kaden, who is from the Best Match team, and she's been working on in this particular area very strongly. So, real expert in Best Match, how it works. And then I think we're really going to get a lot of kind of the best stuff out of the questions and answers here. So, Susie, please feel free.
Is that microphone? Okay. This is not working?
That's for Q&A.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, welcome to our lounge here today. My name is Susie Kaden. I'm part of the Best Match team, and I'm very proud to show you over there the other part of the Best Match team. It's Tom Wagstaff and Sherwin Morgan that I put on the slide, but he refused today. So it's going to be me. Okay, so talking about Best Match, it would be good to start with what we actually want to achieve about it, right? So basically it's all about turning visitors into buyers and giving them a great buyer experience. And it's all about balancing three goals. I'm sorry, I have to stay statically behind that microphone. I can't move a lot, so sorry for that. I would actually do that, keep it more lively. But it's basically balancing those three goals. It's trust, value, and relevance. And trust, you had the session yesterday about top-rated seller, for example. So it's all making sure that buyers have a great buyer experience and no bad buyer experience, right? So get what they want. The second is value. So buyers come for bargains, right? They want to have great value items and want to buy them. That's why they come to eBay. And the third one is relevance, and this is the part where we have to get better. We admit that, but it is about showing the items that are relevant or related to the search that the person just performed. So, for example, showing iPods instead of headphones. Right. So, overall, as one sentence, what we try to achieve is turn visitors into buyers, give them a great buyer experience, give them relevant and high-value items, and in the end, they will tell their friends, and they will all come back and buy even more from you. We keep, so if you have questions in between, happy to take them, but we can as well in the end just open up. I will just take 5 more minutes for the slides, and then we have Sherwin and Tom with me on the stage. Shall we do that? Yes. Oh, thank you. Somebody there. Okay, most of you must be aware of that. I mean, most of you are with eBay already a few years, and eBay changed quite drastically over the years, right? So when you think back on the first years, it was just auctions, it was people that were early internet or technology adopters. They were very highly tech savvy, they were collectors, bargain hunters. It was mostly C2C, auctions, and therefore time ending soonest is the perfect, was the perfect sort order, right? Because auctions get more and more traffic in the last minutes, that's what they need to raise their prices. That changed, of course, because we now have a broad and how do you say, user, not level, types of users, right? So all mainstream users that have not been in touch with technology a lot. We still have bargain hunters, of course. The seller base mix is definitely shifted to B2C quite heavily. So that means that the inventory also shifted from just being purely auction with few fixed price, was a very, very heavy fixed price oriented platform. Which means that time ending soonest is not really great for fixed price, right? I mean, a fixed price item doesn't get better when it's close to being ended. Maybe it's even worse because it's still there. But we needed a new way of how to sort items, and we came up with Best Match because that allows us actually to sort fixed price and auction items with different methodologies, which I'm going to show you now, kind of. Okay, so this is fairly simple, and I hope really you should all be aware of that. So auction, although we sort them by time ending soonest, that's not really a guarantee for giving a great buyer experience. So therefore we go first and have the trust factor. which says all sellers that are below minimum standards, so you know that better than me with the low DSRs counts, will be demoted to the end, and the rest will be sorted by time and extremist. So fairly simple, right? So that's important for auctions. For fixed price, however, it is a little different. It's more, let's say, complex, not difficult. So the first thing is the same, it's trust. So all sellers that not reach the minimum standards are demoted to the end. However, if you are a top-rated seller, you get a boost. So you will get a few more percentages and showing higher up in search. The second thing is about value. So we look at each single item's recent sales over search impression score. You are all aware of search impressions, what it is? I'm happy to explain. Yeah.
Yeah. Just on that recent searches versus impressions. I mean, there's a lot of eBay's in the room. We've all seen perhaps some people above us, and we're wondering, wow, how did they get above us? If I sold 3 of something, yeah, I've had 30 people look at that page. What are 30 impressions, and only 1 in 10 have bought that? How does someone get above me? If how many impressions do I guess? What is the calculation? What is the ratio of sales and impressions?
I see where your confusion is coming from. So a search impression. So we're talking about search impressions, not about view item page impressions. That's something different, right? So a search impression happens when I type in any search like dress, summer dress. We had in Google a presentation this morning. And all the items that I see on the search result page, not the items on page 2, 3, 4, whatever, the first page items get a search impressions, count 1. If I click on the second page, they will all get 1. So and this one is looking at your recent sales, so it doesn't look at sales that happened a month ago, or it's about recency. They are more valuable, right? And it looks at search impressions. So the more efficient your item is, so the more efficient it turns search impressions or being displayed in search into sales, the higher it gets ranked. Right? But there are a lot of other factors as well, as you can see here. That's just one. If you have a very detailed example, we can discuss that later if you want. Right? So come to us. We are here for answering questions, but I don't want to confuse the audience too much. Okay, so that's recent sales over search impressions. The fourth thing is free shipping promotion. So if you can offer that, and you should always look in the context that you are, right? I mean, if you are an antique seller, free shipping is definitely not an option for you. I bet also not for your competition, so you can just ignore that. But if you can apply it, then you will get a promotion for free shipping. And the fifth one, is for the relevance bucket. So if your item is relevant for the query, then you will be displayed. So you have to take care about your title. You have to post it in the right category and use item specifics. If you think you want to get as many impressions as you can and play with words in your title, so we call it keyword spamming, then you will create a worse recent sales over search impression score, right? Because you appear for searches that you're actually not relevant for, your scores go down and you won't be displayed in the perfect way as you should.